Ladies and gentlemen, my name is BrendenPlayz. This is WWE 2k20 Universe Mode. We're going to start things off with a match. Titus O'Neil on his way to the ring to get things underway here tonight for our episode of Monday Night Raw. We're a few weeks away from the Royal Rumble, and Titus O'Neil, I'm sure, would love a win to give it a momentum heading into that big pay-per-view. Tonight will be a big episode, of course. We're going to have ourselves a #1 contenders match later on when it'll be a different matchup. We haven't really seen this before. Buddy Murphy taking on Sheamus one-on-one. Winner gets an opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship. That should be interesting. Titus O'Neil, 59 wins, 42% win ratio. Actually, quite a high number considering where Titus O'Neil has been the last little bit. He's been teaming up with Apollo Crews, a part of Titus Worldwide, but they've been split up due to the recent superstar shake-up. O'Neil looking for a fresh start here on Raw. Let's find out who his opponent will be here tonight. Oh boy. Oh boy. Titus, I'm sorry, my friend. It's not going to be easy for you. It is the Game. Triple H, the man who certainly made his presence known recently on Raw when he confronted Braun Strowman and announced to the world that he wants the shot at the Universal Championship at the Royal Rumble. Will he get it? Well, Triple H needs to pick up a few wins to certainly make that claim, but at the moment, Triple H on his way to the ring, ready to try and take down Titus O'Neil and get a win in the column. Triple H has been at the top of the mountain in the past, and in Universe Mode, he has had some classic matches against some of the very best. We haven't seen too much of Triple H over the last year or so. He's been out of action, not because of an injury, but it's been more of a confidence thing. Triple H is trying to find his place in the world of wrestling in this stage of his career. Where does he go from here? Triple H, he wants to be the man. He wants to be the man one last time. But it may be the toughest time to do so when Braun Strowman, who's 6'8", 300 plus pounds, is dominating Raw. Triple H has certainly picked a very, very difficult time to try and come in and win the championship. But if anyone can do it, it probably is Triple H. He's a megastar, Hall of Fame caliber talent, and Triple H is here on Raw to try and take down Titus O'Neil and to try and take a win for himself. Something that he has tried to do many times in the past but failed. In fact, his win-loss ratio isn't all that great. It's because at this stage of his career, Triple H may not be able to hang with the top talent right now in the WWE. This is why tonight he needs to prove himself, get a win, get some confidence, and try and take on some of the big names right now on Raw to get himself ready to face Braun Strowman. He's in great shape, you cannot deny that. But the fact remains, his recent record, his recent history would dictate that perhaps he's trying to bite off a little bit more than he can chew. Titus O'Neil awaits. Triple H versus O'Neil to start. Titus O'Neil with a decent start, able to get Triple H against the ropes here, and O'Neil bumping into Triple H, gets a hold from here, but O'Neil unable to capitalize as the Game, with a clothesline, takes down O'Neil. Well, this is a good opportunity for Triple H to shake off any cobwebs that he may have, a bit of ring rust. It's been a while since we've seen him in action. And obviously, Triple H wants to prove that he can still go. And that's the thing, you know, when you get this stage of your career where you're older, you know, you've obviously been around for a long time, lots of wear and tear, plenty of miles on the body. It's difficult to get back in the ring. As O'Neil with a big boot, difficult to get back in the ring and get back into the groove. It can take some time, and Triple H would like to try and make an example out of Titus O'Neil, but as we saw with O'Neil's record, he's certainly no slouch. Pretty decent record, 42% win ratio. Don't mind that at all. In fact, he might even nearly have a better record than Triple H in Universe Mode history. That's how things have gone, but obviously the Game competing at a main event caliber level. O'Neil, more of a tag team wrestler and low-end guy. So O'Neil hasn't had the main event caliber superstars to deal with throughout his run. It's sometimes why a record isn't always the be-all, end-all when it comes to trying to dictate the success of a superstar as Triple H slamming down O'Neil. And the game picks up Titus. And oh, just kind of a bit of a slap onto the back of his head. Interesting maneuver there from Triple H. Oh, he's landing harshly on the ropes there as O'Neil looking pretty good. He's able to fend off Triple H right now, who misses with a running high knee. And Titus with a right hand into the midsection. And a Samoan drop as well. Count of 2 now by the ref. And O'Neil getting a little bit ahead of himself right now. A bit cocky, a bit arrogant. Starting to ponder and pander the crowd right now. And he needs to focus on Triple H, and that's more like it. O'Neil has Triple H and a big boot right to the face again. That's better from Titus. Count of 6 now. O'Neil recognizes that. Gets Triple H back inside. And O'Neil, this would be one of the biggest upsets you'll ever see if he can pick up the win here, but there's a neck breaker. Well, that's no good there from O'Neil. He had momentum, he's lost it. Now the game picks up Titus and suplexes him back inside. And now Triple H will just hammer in those fists right into the face of Titus. And this is starting to slip away. Titus O'Neil needs to try and find something. Triple H to the right. O'Neil though. Can he? Oh no. Titus, what are you doing? Posing right in front of Triple H. But if you're gonna talk a bit of trash, you're gonna be able to back it up. That's what Titus was able to do there. And Titus now, here's some strength on display. Once again from O'Neil, slams down the game. Titus O'Neil looking okay. This would be huge for him. Can't find that move. As Triple H went for the running high. Missing again. And now O'Neil fights the boot once again. This is good from Titus. No! Triple H says, you know what? Enough with this. Let me shut this down with a huge clothesline. The game's had enough. Titus O'Neil's offered up enough resistance. Spiking with a DDT. Now Triple H might be on the verge of trying to take this victory here. Steal it away from Titus, who worked hard. But O'Neil's not giving it up yet. Titus O'Neil wants this. Why wouldn't he? A win over Triple H could, well, propel him all the way to the top. And trying to spoil the game's Monday Night Raw return. Triple H has Titus up, and here we go. The pedigree, and forget about it. O'Neil down. The pedigree from the game. You can count to 100. He's not kicking out. It's over. Triple H successful in his return. He wants Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. He's one step closer to earning that. The game is back, and he's looking pretty good. A little bit rusty, you have to admit, but he had a nice back and forth match with Titus. O'Neil wants the handshake and a sign of respect from both men. There you go. I like that. Triple H gracious in victory. Titus O'Neil humble in defeat. This is a nice little match for both men. Triple H picking up the win. We've got some other matches happening this week on Raw, including Becky Lynch taking on Sarah Logan one-on-one. Our Raw Women's Champion, Becky, looking for another win. Well, we're going to see Mojo Rawley face off against Lindsay Dorado as well. Tag team action with the Iconics facing off against the Bella Twins. That should be a good contest there. The Iconics looking to start off their Raw campaign with a successful win. We will see Strong Knockout take on the Revival. Strong Knockout, of course, Cassius Ohno and Roderick Strong facing off against former Raw Tag Team Champions, the Revival. In our main event, Sheamus will go one-on-one with Buddy Murphy. The winner gets an Intercontinental Championship opportunity. Two superstars that you wouldn't normally see in the mix there getting a chance. Becky Lynch picks up a win over Sarah Logan. Mojo Rawley gets a rare win. He needed that over Lindsay. The Iconics too good for the Bella Twins right now. A nice victory for them. Time for tag team action as the Revival will face off against this team known as Strong Knockout, Cassius Ohno, Roderick Strong. Should be a very, very good contest here. Roderick Strong, Cassius Ohno work quite well together. Have had quite a bit of success as a team. And now this is a real chance for them to take it to that next step. So it's coming to Raw, you know, they've had some mixed results. At times, they look likely to go on to become the next #1 contenders. As you can see their record there, 7 wins, 58% win ratio. So a little bit above 500, but a little bit of work to do to obviously get to that point where they are genuine contenders for the tag titles right now, which of course are being held by the Brothers of Destruction, the legendary tag team back on Raw and holding the tag team titles. The Revival, the former champions, want to get those titles back, but they need to get some wins to get that rematch that they're looking for tonight. A win over Roderick Strong, Cassius Ohno might just get them that opportunity. Strong's partner, Cassius Ohno, on his way to the ring. A big man, Cassius Ohno, got a bit of size about him, and he's got a deadly knockout elbow strike. If he hits you with that, good night. It's all over. Big opportunity for Cassius Ohno to step up as well as Roderick Strong here tonight. Two very good individuals, two men that have competed at the top level in NXT as individuals, coming to Raw to try and find success as the tag team. As I said, started out well in recent times. They're slipping away a little bit. They were at one point, in my opinion, the next team. You know, they were just about there. They were that next team just behind the contenders, perhaps ranked #3 if you want to use that. They were so close, but they just couldn't quite get their opportunity. And to be fair, they would have had to face the Revival to get that opportunity at the tag titles anyways to try and beat the Revival for the championship. So this is the match that we perhaps would have seen at some point. As you can see, the Revival's record, 25 wins, 63% win ratio. Former Raw Tag Team Champions, former NXT Tag Team Champions, very much so a very successful tag team here. And the last 6 months have been the Revivals. They have beaten everybody in their way, including legendary tag teams such as the Hardy Boys, the New Age Outlaws, the Dudley Boys. The Revival were saying how they are the best tag team of all time, until one more legendary tag team, the Brothers of Destruction, beat them at Survivor Series to win the tag team championships from them. So the Revival just bit off a little bit more than they could chew, and their confidence, their arrogance got the better of them, and unfortunately they suffered a big loss. Now they're going to take on one of the better tag teams right now, rising through the ranks here on Monday Night Raw. Forget about the legends, worry about the current superstars, and see if they can defeat Strong Knockout to get themselves a chance at the tag team championships once again. Ohno in there right now with Dash Wilder, and Ohno gets him on the ropes here. Trouble area here for Dash as the knee into the back right there will keep Wilder down. So good opportunity here for Cassius Ohno, as we mentioned. You know, even if the Strong Knockout tag team doesn't quite pan out to the way that they want it to be, obviously wanting to become tag team champions, this is a good opportunity for them just to showcase themselves as a singles, something we haven't really seen all that much in recent times. They've been lacking opportunities. Ohno's up the top of the rope here. Look out! Oh, big senton up the top. Could be all here. Both legs are hooked. Trouble! And he does get the kick at it too. Well, Ohno, as we said, he's a big man, but you know, he's put on a bit of size over the last number of years. Before that, he was able to move around a lot better. He still maintained that agility despite the extra weight towards his body. So that's one advantage he's got. A bit more size about it, but still retaining that speed and quickness. You know, that's very, very handy to have if you're Cassius Ohno, as Dash Wilder working on the leg there of Ohno now. And Wilder with a leg sweep. Might look for a tag to get his tag team partner in here and freshen himself up a little bit. Instead, looking for a suplex perhaps. Up he goes, but missing out with a knee. And oh, big strike by Ohno! Oh my goodness, that was a huge strike that could shift momentum towards Strong Knockout. And now this time the running senton applied. Ohno wanting to go for one more big move. He finds a kick, nips back up to his feet, and Ohno is on a roll. Well, Strong Knockout have come here tonight to try and impress everybody, and that's exactly what they have done. Ohno now to the corner, and Roderick Strong might get himself a tag potentially. Could go for a blind tag, didn't quite reach out for it. Instead, Wilder will take advantage, and Wilder with a knee, and looking for more himself here. And nope, missing out. A knee, and oh! Striking with the forearm there. Potential clothesline. Taking down Wilder. And Strong knockout. Will make the tag. Roderick Strong is in. And a double arm drag. Beautifully executing there. This is a very experienced individual team here. You know, two men that have been around for a long time. You know, 15 plus years in the business for both guys. This is a team that has been around and beaten everybody. They've taken on the best of the best. Very well rounded, very well experienced, very well traveled. This is a team that knows every style. They know how to maneuver the tag team division. They know how to find their way. They know how to counter everything there is to come across. This is a really dangerous team in Strong Knockout. But the question is, can they get it together? You know, it seems like they've had a few miscommunication issues over the last few months in Universe Mode. When we haven't seen too much of them, there's been a reason for it. It's because, well, our general manager of Raw, Christian, has not been able to put them in tag team matches because of the fact that the chemistry just hasn't been there. The connection hasn't been there. So, he's had to try and look at something else, try to find something different. And so far, we're seeing some nice work here from them here tonight, but it could be slipping away quickly if Dash Wilder can do anything about it. But Strong with a beautiful clothesline, taking Wilder off his feet. And so far, Dawson, no effect in this matchup and doesn't look likely to get in here just yet. He's got a bit of work to do to try and help out his tag team partner. He might need to help out and get himself in the ring ASAP, but not quite just yet. There's a beautiful drop kick. That's what you want to see from Dash Wilder. Standing up, hitting the drop kick to perfection. Now a chance for the tag to take place. Just takes him off of his feet here and able to keep him down. The tags he made, and you can tell by Dash Wilder's body language here, he is exhausted. He is hurting. This is a tag they desperately needed. Scott Dawson is in. He goes to his own corner. Roderick Strong will take him to the other corner now. Chance to get Ono back in here. Won't go for it instead. Up high in the top rope. And oh no, what is he playing? What is he doing here? He's got him up high. Look out. Oh, the back into the top turnbuckle. That will hurt. And now Strong. Oh no, look out. Another double underhook suplex. This is really looking good here. More suplexes around the ring now for Strong Knockout. And this is a really good situation for them. They could be about to defeat the former tag team champions and take their opportunity away from the Revival and get it for themselves. Pretty Strong. Arm drag takedown. Cassius Ono back in. So, you know, with a few questions about the tag team chemistry, and so far so good. Tags have been taking place when need be from Strong Knockout. And now Dawson. Kick to the midsection. Double underhook into the bomb. Nicely executed there by Scott Dawson. He's going to go for a tag. I don't recommend it. Dash Wilder wants nothing to do with it right now. Scott Dawson coming over to have a chat to his tag team partner who said, hey mate, do not tag me in at all, please. Let me stay where I am. He needs a bit of time to recover. The sleeper counted now by Ono. And now Cassius Ono has Dawson into the corner. Oh, big chop. Elbow countering back though is Dawson. Wilder may be available to tag now. Dawson trying to get him there, but he can't quite do it. Ono with a counter again. Some more vicious elbows to the midsection. This is looking good. Pressure being applied right now. And Ono sent into the corner. And now the other corner. Dash Wilder grabs a hold of Strong. Here's a bit of a cheap shot. And it's going to suplex him into the ring and try and take care of Roddy Strong. No tag will take place. Like it or hate it, it's a smart move. Now the backbreaker. Ooh, that caught him really good. Cassius Ono barely moving right now. Wilder's back into the match now. He's got Ono in the ring all by himself. Roderick Strong is down. Perfect time to strike. Perfect time to win this. And a big knee to the back of Ono again. Ono's hurting badly. No one to help him here. But a kick out of two. Roderick Strong's back in. And he thought about the cheap shot. Decided against it. Oh, double knees. Right to the face. Shattering Cassius Ono. But a counter. Oh, ducking the clothesline attempt. And now a shot right there to Ono. Looking for the tag. Gets it. Does he? Yes, I think he did. Barely getting the tag, but Strong is in. The miscommunication there, but the tag still took place as Wilder flooring Roderick Strong there with a shot. And now Dawson back inside the ring. And, oh! Targeting the knee, taking him out. And that may be it. Roderick Strong, I don't know if he can kick out after that. Vicious shot, and he barely does. Nice shot there by Scott Dawson, who, once again, cannot tag Dash Wilder right now. He wanted to. Wilder said, I need another break. This man needs a timeout, but he can't have a timeout in a tag team matchup. And now the figure four, looking to roll the other way, looking for a bit of a heel hook. Trying to tap him out here. Has the damage been done to Roderick Strong? Hooks the leg. Ono broke up the submission, but he might need to break up the pinfall. He can't do it though. And when you target the leg with a knee strike, then you target the leg once again with a submission. Roderick Strong had nothing to give. He had nothing left to kick out. He barely kicked out a moment beforehand. And the Revival, well, they do a few dirty tactics, but you don't mind it. It's good enough to pick up the win and secure their place as the genuine #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championships coming up at the Royal Rumble. The Revival, the Brothers of Destruction, you can book it in. We'll see the rematch. And the future of Strong Knockout, I just don't quite know what's going on with these two just yet. You know, they've had a few losses as of late. They had an impressive start to their tag team run, but that's slipping away. Whereas the Revival, they're just getting better and better and better. They're a fine wine. Every time we see them, they just keep on getting better. Well, their next challenge will be the Brothers of Destruction. Ladies and gentlemen, at the Royal Rumble, Daniel Bryan will finally get his chance to take on the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, one-on-one. Before we get to the Royal Rumble though, we will see Daniel Bryan's first in-ring appearance on the next episode of SmackDown in about 2 years in Universe Mode. He has been out, he was retired, now he's coming back to the ring here in the series. Daniel Bryan tried to come back and make a big announcement a few weeks ago. When the Fiend showed up, he attacked Daniel Bryan, took him out. Bryan's been training for a ring return ever since, and we will finally see him back in the ring on SmackDown, but now we know Bryan and the Fiend will take place at the Royal Rumble. It is official. Before we get to the Royal Rumble, we need to find out who's going to take on Robert Roode for the Intercontinental Championship coming up. And the surprise package of Buddy Murphy gets himself, I've got to say, a very unlikely opportunity here tonight to become a #1 contender. He'll take on Sheamus one-on-one in our main event. This is a matchup that I got to say I did not expect to see at all. Buddy Murphy, a man who's got an atrocious record in Universe Mode. 4 wins, 19% win ratio. And the reason why he's here is actually 3 wins in a row. 3 of those wins have come in consecutive matchups. So he's 3 in a row after being, I think, was 1 in 19. I don't know, something terrible. It was rough. He had a bad time in NXT. Now he's been moved up to Monday Night Raw thanks to the Superstar shakeup. And Murphy is actually having success. Could you believe that? Well, so much so he has a chance to go one step further and get himself an opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship, but he needs to find something. He needs to dig deep and probably get a minor miracle because he's coming up against Sheamus one-on-one here tonight, who is as good as anyone. He's got Cesaro by his side, the Bar. There was a bit of chat about the Bar. Where would they fit on Monday Night Raw? Would they go their separate ways in the Superstars shakeup? They were drafted to Monday Night Raw together. So, they are still a tag team, but will they remain a team going forward? At this stage, you'd have to believe so. Sheamus, 93 wins in Universe Mode. He's got a flat percentage of 50%. 93 wins, 93 losses. But Sheamus is as good as anyone. He has had a lot of success. He wants that golden armband, which of course you get if you have 100 wins in Universe Mode. Cesaro's got it. He has over 100 wins. Sheamus wants to join Cesaro and get 100 wins for himself. And maybe they could change the name to the 100 Club. It's an elite category that only 3 men are in. Sheamus is the next closest to getting there. A win tonight, we're getting one step closer, and perhaps one step closer to yet again another championship around his waist. It could be the Intercontinental Championship if you're Sheamus. That is exactly what you want to do. Buddy Murphy, Sheamus one-on-one to crown the next number one contender to take on Robert Roode for the Intercontinental Championship going forward here in Universe Mode. This will be a good, exciting opportunity for Buddy Murphy, a man, as I said, has been starved of chances, and when he's been getting them, he's been losing. He's had a very rough time of it, but now a real chance for him to turn it all around. Sheamus moved away there by Murphy. This is looking good so far from Buddy Murphy. This is exactly what you want to see from him. A nice knee strike as well to follow it up. Murphy, he's got a bit of high flying about him. He could compete in the Cruiserweight division, and there's still a chance that he may head back down to NXT and try his hand in the Cruiserweight division. But Buddy Murphy has decided he wants to try and take on some bigger athletes. The reason why he's been struggling is because he has been in the Cruiserweight division and taken on guys probably a lot smaller than him, quicker and faster than him. And Buddy Murphy, that's what he's, that's his bread and butter. And when he, can outpace his opponent and tire them out and, utilize his high-flying ability, that's when he's at his best. So when he's in the Cruiserweight division and he's got guys quicker, faster, more agile than him, well, it just doesn't work. That style, that strategy does not work for Murphy at all. Nice dropkick. And I think that's why Murphy struggled quite greatly. He needs something, and a change was, I think, exactly what he needed. And so far, it's working for him. He's on a bit of a winning run at the moment, but Sheamus could be about to take that all the way, especially with Cesaro ringside, as we saw a moment ago getting himself involved. Real chance now for Cesaro to perhaps sway the momentum of this match in the favor of his tag team partner. The Bar, former tag team champions on multiple occasions here in Universe Mode, one of the better tag teams in the last 12 months in Universe Mode history. And they had a great run on Raw, now on SmackDown rather, now here on Raw, trying to replicate that same success. New teams to come up against, new opponents, new rivals. And Sheamus so far, rather than focusing on the tag division, he wants to see how he'd fare as a singles. He's been Intercontinental Champion in the past, World Champion in the past, and he's trying to replicate that here on Raw with a big-time superplex off the top. That may be the move to get him one step closer to getting some more championship gold around his waist. Murphy up to his feet thanks to Sheamus, assisting him there is, Murphy, Hurricane Rana. There's the speed that we're talking about. That's what he wants to utilize. He wants to be able to utilize that speed and agility to just upset the rhythm of Sheamus, because when Sheamus is on a roll, it's hard to stop. But if you can get to Sheamus quicker than he's expecting you to get to him, it's all of a sudden where you can apply a bit of pressure. Snapmare by Sheamus there. Now the elbow to the midsection of the Celtic Warrior. Shot to the midsection by the big man, and Sheamus trying to utilize his power game here to subdue Buddy Murphy. Murphy, whilst he can compete in the Cruiserweight division, he's one of the bigger men in that division. Got a bit of size about him. Whilst he probably can't match Sheamus in terms of power, he's certainly no slouch himself. He's more of a hybrid, if anything, at the moment. Whilst he can fly, he can do a bit of the power stuff as well, which is what you want to see from a superstar. You don't want to be, you don't want to have one specialty and that's it. Because if someone can expose that specialty, and you've got yourself a bit of a weakness there and nothing else to fall back on. I think Murphy is in a good position because he's got that power game, the speed, the agility, but a bit of technical ability as well. He's got some experience as well. It's a nice, beautiful white noise there from Sheamus. Big time slam. And could be all here, but a kick out by Murphy. Sheamus in control. He's dominating at the moment. He's got him up with the shoulders. Looking for the Celtic cross. He'll find it. That's got to be it if you're Murphy. No, but Sheamus gets him to his feet. Maybe thinking about the brogue kick. Not sure about that one, Sheamus. Murphy's down again in the middle of the ring. Sheamus on the verge of taking this win, but Murphy with a huge clothesline. Desperation. A match-saving clothesline, perhaps. Could be here for Sheamus. Kick out, though. He needed that. He needed that badly. He needed to find something. Dig deep. Buddy Murphy, get himself out of that bad situation. And Murphy, another... Oh! Big shot. Sheamus felt the wrath of that one. He got sent flying to Sheamus. And now Sheamus, uppercut there to Murphy. Robert Roode, our Intercontinental Champion, he's been dominating Monday Night Raw, beating John Cena to win the championship. A big rivalry with Cena and able to get the better of him. Even beating Cena recently in a tables match. So whoever gets to take on Robert Roode will be, well, certainly in for a really tough time because Roode has been excellent. And there might not be anybody right now that is good enough to beat Robert Roode. If anyone is, it may be one of these two. Certainly the momentum they both have. Murphy now hooks the leg. Again, another kick out by Sheamus. Murphy can't quite believe himself right now. Wondering, what does he need to do? What's next? What's left for me to do? As he's got Sheamus up on the shoulders himself, and he spins him down, and could be it. Murphy may steal it here. Buddy Murphy to do it, to beat Sheamus. He has. Murphy with the win. Buddy Murphy takes care of business and has gotten the most unlikely of wins. Sheamus back to his feet. He can't believe what just happened. Murphy saying, "Are you okay?" And oh, Sheamus, big right hand. Clearly frustrated at the fact that he just lost his chance to become #1 contender. Murphy with an unlikely win. He beats Sheamus. He's the new #1 contender, and Sheamus, well, he just can't stand it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have time for this edition of Universe Mode. More Universe Mode, where that came from. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to see more. Check out the website, BrendenPlayz.com. And while you're there, check out the forums and join up. It's free to join. You can join in the wrestling discussion over there. And we talk about all the current news and affairs right now in wrestling. And also you can chat Universe Mode and much more while you're there as well. It's free to join. Join while you're there. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. See you next time.